Well, good morning, folks. Good morning. Praise God for another beautiful day. So, we are on now a new scene, and I thought what I would do with this scene is I kind of wanted to show, it's just occurring to me as I was coming here to the scene, that what I thought might be good is, let's see here, let me bring this down here where you can see this a little better. Those of you who are looking over my shoulder there. All right. What I was thinking here was um, having a shot here because Miguel comes in over here and I got him carrying another block, but I thought maybe if this block was a little heavy, that maybe we have, who did I leave out? Oh, Jason, come in and help him, you know. So maybe Jason comes in to help Miguel. So let's see, we got Miguel is trying to pick up this block here. Right? So he's over here. Right? So he's bringing the block up, and then Jason comes over here. And he's going to help him, see? So maybe you have something. Because see, the point is I want to show the kids are a help to each other, you know? So, so we'll have we can start our frame with this type of thing. And then, let's see. And I'll set this up so that we have, I'm going to put this on 10 frames, and then we'll add a frame after this. Put the onion skin in there. Okay. So, um, you could have, let's see, maybe like, yeah, he's trying to lift the block. Let's see. And so maybe, yeah, see, maybe he's struggling with it here. Yeah, like that. And you can see how rough I'm doing this. See, get him a little closer in here like this. And then we can have Jason, see, on this side. He's coming in. To help him, see, so he comes in over here. And gets on his hands on the block this way. See. he comes in that way, see? And then the two of them can get the block on top. So let's see. We'll add another frame after, and let's set it down. Maybe see here. Hmm. Yeah, yeah. See, so they set it down on top here, right? Now you can see I just got, yeah. See, just something to indicate that. Yeah, so you see how rough those are. See, so because I am having an idea in my head as to what the scene entails. So now what I can do is go back here and work on these drawings. So what I'll do here, let's see. Um, hmm. Oh, yeah. Where is? That's funny. Where's my? Well, let's see here. Let's see. Where is my? Uh, where's my? Where's my models? Maybe it's in here. Oh yeah, I think that might be it. Is that it? It's not that one. Okay, this is good. There we go. Yeah. Just need something with a picture of all the kids. Okay. I know you're not seeing this. It's just a. You want to keep on your desk at least one image of your characters so that whenever you are going back to work, on your characters, that you have something that you can look at to let you know what the characters look like. Because even though you've designed the characters yourself, I mean, I have this happen to me all the time, where I have to go back and remember. It's like, oh man, how did I draw that character or whatever? It's interesting how you can forget a design that you've done yourself. It's remarkable. Never really think about it like that, but it does happen though. All right, so what I want to do now is go back into even these rough sketches and just kind of try to finalize them, or at least give them a little bit more oomph. So I'm going back in and yeah, try to figure out what I want to have happen with the characters. Okay, so let's see. Okay. Um, and I just keep this rough so that, you know, the main thing here is I'm just trying to roughly place, try to solidify the what's going on here. Okay. So he's coming up with the thing here. We got Jason's coming from the other side. So Jason over here. Okay. And so there's Jason there. There's a lot of things you have to kind of keep an eye on. Sizes on characters. There's just so many things. But you do the best you can. We aren't computers as human beings. We're just people, and you're trying to keep things consistent. But it's okay. If something gets a little off, or that's all right. You don't let it bother you. You just keep going. There's Jason coming in this way, and okay. Okay. So Jason's coming in from this angle. Okay. And it's those initial, see, like right now, the initial setup is that I just want to get some key drawings in here to to remind me of what it is I'm trying to do. Okay. Now, yeah. So, yeah, I'm just trying to make sure I remind myself of what I'm trying to do. And the rough drawings that I had already done, um, I'm working right on top of those rough drawings because there's an energy to those drawings I want to keep in the animation, what I'm doing. So I have to refer back. Let's see. There we go. And that's why I pulled the model up, because I can't always remember how I designed a character. So I have to go back and look at it. And a drawing that I had done when I first started on this. Let's see. Yeah, see, I could even take his hand here. Copy, paste. Let's see here. Get that coming this way. And see, as you're animating too, you start, you know, putting your character in positions and doing things with your character that is a first. You know, see, I'm going to pivot his hand here. Get his hand in a better position. See, as he's lifting the box up. So that's another beautiful thing about the computer is you can see how I pivoted his arm just by moving it arm. I didn't even have to draw it there. Let's see here, like with Jason, I could take his head from the first drawing here, copy, so I can copy, go to the next drawing, paste it, and then move it over, see, so that it's going to be the same size, see, which is very helpful because then I don't have to try to draw it to get it the right size. I can literally use the the copy paste function to make sure it's the same size. And then I get Jason in the right spot, see, where he's trying to help um, Miguel. Right? Because, whatever you can do to make the job easier, you should just do it. You know, you're not cheating if you're tracing, or you're not. You're just trying to figure out steps, to get you from one place in the plan of your animation to another place. Um, and so, your drawings could be very, very rough in the beginning. And I work in a lot of different ways. I mean, sometimes I know exactly um, what I want, and I can draw it, and I get it, I can see it in my head real clear. And you'll find that, you're going to be the same way. There'll be times that you'll draw something, and you'll have a real clear picture in your mind, of what you want something to be, and that's good, you know, because the clearer it is in your head, the clearer it's going to show up um, for the audience. They're going to see it clear. You see it clearly, you're going to depict it in a way that the viewer is going to see it clearly. And also, too, you intensify expressions and all kinds of things as you work. See, like I'm thinking of Miguel's expression here as he sets the block down. Just a little bit of relief on his face you can see because of the help that he's gotten from Jason. You know, and you could see when he was walking over with the block that it must have been a little heavy for him. And then, Jason comes in and helps him. And that's good because then that can establish. See, I'm trying to establish that friendship between the kids. And so little things like them helping each other, little things like that, are really instrumental in making a better story. See? And the scene isn't long. See, this isn't a long scene. This will be a short little scene too. All of the scenes where the kids are putting the blocks down, I think, don't need to be long. They can be a second or two. But I think they'll convey what I want to convey. You know. And see, there's just three poses here, but you can see that these three poses are already starting to tell a little story. This would be like a storyboard for the scene. Let's see. some things don't occur to you either sometimes until you're actually doing them. You know, it might not occur to you, um, you know, what you might want to do at a specific point with the character. But then once you're in the midst of working on it, then it starts to occur to you like, oh yeah, I should have them do this or that. Or or maybe it's an expression that it doesn't occur to you until the two characters are interacting. And you go, oh yeah, yeah, he should be smiling here or laughing or whatever, you know. So some things are not obvious until you're doing it, you know, until you got. And see, like what I got going on here, um, the logistics of it is not figured out, you know. Do I show, um, do I start from, say, from this first frame, or do I start to show Jason come into the scene, or do I have a few frames to get them into the scene? That'll be on the next video that I make, you know, because right now I don't know uh, what I want to do about that. But these drawings see set things up so that I have an idea. I know what the scene is basically. I mean, but like I said, the timing and all that, you don't worry about your timing first. The first thing you do is you think in terms of what you want to have happen in the scene. You put a few drawings down to show what you're trying to accomplish in a general sense, and then you go back, you know, and you start to work on it and start working on details. All right, good folks. Well, we'll stop here. Pick up tomorrow after this. So have a beautiful day. I'll see you tomorrow. Don't forget to thank God once again for your talents and gifts. I'll see you tomorrow. And don't forget, Jesus is Lord.